Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I mean, it's been like 8 or 9 months, maybe a little more. A lot has happened in those months. They were pretty rough months for me, except last month, March, because I got married. See the ring? How gorgeous. And he did such a good job. He picked this out all by himself, which I'm kind of shocked, but he did an amazing job. We planned a wedding in under 6 months, which was, I don't even want to think about because I'm trying to erase those 6-month planning out of my mind because they were rough. But that's not what I meant by how rough the past months have been. I quit making YouTube videos when I had gotten diagnosed with PCOS. So PCOS is an abbreviation of polycystic ovarian syndrome. It pretty much means you have cysts on your ovaries and it's caused by a hormonal imbalance in your body. It could be any kind of hormone. Everyone is different. Everyone's PCOS is very unique and different. So it's just, it sucks. It can cause a little bit of problems. It can cause a lot of problems. It really just depends on your body. Also, disclaimer, not a doctor. I'm just kind of sharing what I'm going through and what I'm doing to try to help my PCOS and my problems with my PCOS. I did get diagnosed by a doctor. PCOS is so common these days. It's really sad how many people actually have this horrible syndrome that it's just, I don't know, everyone is different. Everyone's PCOS is different, but I knew what came with PCOS and that really scared me, and it put me in a really dark place in my life. Ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to be a mom. And my mom told me the other day, she's like, oh, I used to have this paper from kindergarten when it said like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I put a mother. And when she told me that, I actually started crying because I don't know, it's just, I've always wanted to be a mom. And when I got diagnosed with PCOS, I knew how hard it could be to conceive a child, and that put me in a really dark place because I was scared of the unknown. Pretty much like, am I ever gonna have kids, or am I gonna be able to even like do fertility? Or was so uneducated on PCOS. I was so scared of the unknown, of what might not happen or what could happen, and it really spiked my anxiety up to a whole new level. I went through it. It was hard for me, and when I got diagnosed, I told Dustin, my husband now, I told him, I was like, I really don't want to go and seek help to try to have a baby until like we're married and stable, because I just didn't want to go in there and, which I mean, who cares? Everyone's different. Everyone's maturity level is different. They mature faster, slower, whatever. But I felt uncomfortable going into the doctor and asking for fertility help at such a young age and not being married. And I know that shouldn't bother me, but it kind of did. And that's when he just was kind of like, okay, let's do it, let's get married. Planning a wedding and being that busy in the 6 months really got my mind off of my diagnosis, and really got my mind off of just really being upset all the time. I cried a lot for a good few weeks, months. It took me a while to really get out of the gutter, and the wedding really helped. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I'm happily married. I am currently seeking help, not just to try to have a baby, but to fix the problem, to fix the things that are going ruckus in my body, kind of, pretty much. But I'm gonna explain kind of how I came about being diagnosed with PCOS. I had been on birth control for a good 5 or 6 years, so I never really had any problems. I mean, birth control pretty much fixed anything that would have been going wrong. So when I had gotten off, this is kind of gonna be a TMI video, I'm sorry. My menstrual cycle was pretty normal for a whole year, exactly a whole year. So I had gotten off in August 2016. Yeah, about the end of August of 2016, I had gotten off of birth control. All that year, I had crazy acne, like crazy weight gain. Like I didn't change my eating habits at all. I ate the same like I did on birth control. I ate healthier for a good period of time, and I still was gaining so much weight. I gained probably 60 pounds just in under a year, and that was kind of whoa for me, like something's not right. So in that year, obviously I wasn't on birth control, or we weren't preventing anything, and nothing was happening. So I kind of knew something was wrong, but I was just like, you know, maybe it's gonna take a while for me. Like my family, I have a family history of PCOS, but I was like, you know, I might have it, but I don't know. I wasn't really worried about it. But then exactly 1 year from the day, not the day, but the month that I stopped my birth control, exactly 1 year, in the next August of 2017, my period was late. And that was like the first time ever in my life that my period was late. So of course, like anybody else would be like, oh, I'm pregnant, obviously, like my period's late. So I was taking so many pregnancy tests, and they were all negative, and my period was going on like a week and a half late, and I just didn't know what it was. So I called the doctor, and I told her, I was like, hey, I think I'm pregnant, my period's late, I'm not sure, I'm getting negative tests, I just don't know what's going on. She said, oh, come in, we're gonna see what's going on. So I came in, they did a test, the test was negative, and they did an ultrasound, and she just kind of was like, you see all those little dots? And I didn't know what I was looking at, but I did see the dots, and so I was like, yeah, what is that? And she said, that's cyst, and she said, you're in very early stages of PCOS, but you need to start doing something about it before it gets worse. So she gave me the option of birth control, which I didn't want to get back on again, because I really didn't want to take something that would prevent what I wanted the most. Or she said I could get on medicine to help me conceive, which I also didn't want to do, because like I said, I didn't want to seek help and really try before I was married or stable. So I just was like, okay, I'll take the birth control. So I got on birth control for about 1.5 months, and I just did not feel right about it. I didn't want to do it. I really just felt I didn't want to do it. So I went to see a more natural doctor, because I really wanted to go the more natural way. We did a saliva test with all my hormones and everything. She checked everything. I had extremely low progesterone. If people don't know what progesterone is, it's the hormone that kicks in around the time that you're ovulating. So when you do conceive, your body has that progesterone to start growing that baby, which that's probably not like the scientific definition of it, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And my progesterone was really low, and my cortisol levels were extremely high. That is the stress hormone. So I knew I had been stressing because of like my diagnosis, and I was upset, my anxiety was really high, but I really didn't know how to get rid of that stress, like without taking more medication. Now, I've never been the one to take medication ever. Of course, I was on birth control for those 5 or 6 years or whatever, but I don't like taking medicine. I just don't. Like, I don't have no reason. Like, I just don't like taking medicine. If I have a headache, it will turn into an excruciating migraine before I will take medicine. And that's just how I've always been. I don't like taking anxiety medicine. I just don't like taking medicine. So I knew that obviously the natural way would be the best way for me. I got those results back. I got on progesterone cream, and a lot of people are like, ugh, cream. It just goes on my body, like my chest or my arms or my legs. It's pretty much to just kind of give my body a helping hand with the progesterone. And when I started my progesterone, my periods were kind of out of whack a little bit, and I was like, it's not working. It's not working. I don't know what to do. So I kept doing it. I've been on progesterone. I think this month will be my 6th month being on progesterone cream. I do it cyclically. Like, I do it from day 12 of my cycle to the 28th of my cycle, and my periods are so spot on. They're pretty much almost textbook periods. Being on this cream, I was thinking like, oh, this is gonna fix the problem. Like, I'm gonna be able to conceive a baby. Well, like I said, this is my 6th month, and I still never successfully conceived. So I was really starting to get hopeless again, and really just not knowing what to do, like what will help. So recently, in the past 2 months, I have really been seeking answers through God. Me turning to God and learning to just put it in God's hands, because that's one of my problems. I feel like I have to control everything. I feel like I have to make sure everything goes my way. And it was really hard to just put something that I wanted so bad into God's. I have my days where I'm really upset and down and negative and bitter. And those are the days that I'm really forcing myself to let go and let God, pretty much, which I have tattooed right here now because of the things I've been going through. So I've really been trusting God with everything, making sure I pray for the things that I need to pray for, and thanking Him every day for my courage and my strength to wake up every morning and go on about my day when I have so many battles within me that I'm fighting right now. It's really helped a lot finding Him and building my relationship with Him. But anyway, back to the doctor situation. I really just didn't know what else to do, so I went to see another holistic doctor. This one was a GYN, and we did blood tests, which I hate giving blood. He took 10 tubes from me, which some people might be like, that's nothing. I almost died. I wanted to die. Not really. I had just recently got my test results in. It really showed me what's the problem. He told me I can change my diet significantly, pretty much gluten-free, sugar-free. He brought up vegetarian lifestyle. So I am on day 2, which is not really that long. It feels so long, but I am on day 2 of being a vegetarian. That's weird to say. I am completely stopping cold turkey all the unhealthy foods. I'm really going straight into being a vegetarian. It's what I want to do. I don't want to ease myself because I will never ever make the transition. So I am vegetarian, gluten-free, and sugar-free, and dairy-free. So I'm pretty much vegan, but I eat eggs. That's pretty much the only thing that I eat that's not in the vegan realm. I eat eggs because I love eggs, and the doctor said I could have them. So I'm really making a huge diet change. I know the outcome, and I know that it's going to make me healthy, and I know it's going to allow me to have better chances of conceiving a child. It's what I need to do, not only for me conceiving a child, but for my health and for my well-being. That is currently my status. I will still use the progesterone cream. I completely changed my diet. I'm taking some supplements that it wants me to take, and that is kind of where I'm at in my journey right now. I could keep y'all updated if y'all would like. Something's just really been telling me to start making videos again and sharing my story, and I just want everyone that maybe is going through the diagnosis of PCOS or has PCOS and feels like they're alone or feels like they are broken, because that's kind of how I felt for a really long time. I just want to let y'all know that y'all aren't alone, because anybody that can go through PCOS that's wanted a child, or any diagnosis that really hinders them from having a child, y'all are the strongest women. Even the ones that, you know, just go through infertility in general, it's such a touchy subject, and a lot of people get really discouraged and unhappy and down and depressed, and it's okay to be like that. It's okay to really just go through it. Like, don't feel like you're any less of a person because of things you're going through, because trust me, when you find that inner strength that I know you're gonna find after the rain stops, you will just be ready for anything. You will be a warrior. That was kind of corny, but anything that gets y'all through y'all day, because every morning I listen to worship music every single morning. It just gets me going, it gets me in a good mood, it sets my day pretty much. And everyone will cope with their things differently, and everyone will just really have a different outcome, except y'all will always come out stronger. No matter what, y'all will always come out stronger. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really want to start making videos again. I might not upload as frequent as I used to. It may, I'm saying I'm not going to take an 8-month break like I just did. I'm not going to do that. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for allowing me to tell you my long story. If y'all want, I can update y'all on my journey as it goes on, and I can't wait to experience this with you guys and just empowering y'all to be the best y'all can be no matter what the situation is. And yeah, I love you guys. Y'all are so strong. Don't forget that. Remember to subscribe, and y'all can click the little notification bell. So is it on this side or is it on that side? I don't know. Just click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post a new video on my journey, or if it's going to be a makeup video, or who knows. I can't wait to expand my channel to more things than just makeup. So thank you guys again. I love you. Bye. So PCOS, my hair is getting bigger and bigger literally by the minute. Really just going straight into vegan.